Akins again. So we are looking at Armlock Escapes. This ties in with what we've been doing with the last two mesocycles. We want simple escapes, especially from arm locks, because like, who's going to break your arm? We don't have time to do complicated movements, if that makes sense. So we want to try and keep this as simplistic as possible. So from our position, we talked about how in most clubs the Americana is taught with two hands, and I'm going to be pushing it to the mat, trying to pin Carl's left elbow to the mat, getting my elbow beside his ear, start coming underneath, and then we have our Americana. We looked when we were playing the Americana game, this wasn't just an efficient way of doing things, because from this position, anytime I make this grip and I'm trying to push Carl's arm to the mat, you can straighten his arm and then bring it inside and start pushing my arm and all that stuff. So we were looking at a better way was to make the grip, again this is a thumbless grip, Carl tries to straighten his arm. I'm not even trying to pin it to the mat, I just get my elbow to the mat and then underneath the submission. So let's look at defending the Americana. So we want a preliminary defense. We want something that you go to straight away just to bide your time. So cards on top, we'll look at both variations on this. No point just playing with one variation because some clubs will do it this way. So the second card pins my arm to the mat. He's just coming underneath the elbow and then he's in. The detail is I lift my hips and I put all the weight into my left elbow. So he's trying to come underneath it. It's more difficult, not impossible. And then I just Heisen. That's the Heisen. Just do it this way. Once Carl's here, if I can see his armpit, my free hand just makes a C grip and I push him that way. Okay? And from there I'll be pushing him towards my hip. So my right hand's pushing in the armpit, I'm pushing towards my left hip. It depends on what Carl does. So again, he's going for the Americana. First thing is, if my weight isn't on my elbow, he's underneath it. It's hard to see this visually, but I lift my hips and I just put all the weight into my left elbow. Now, it takes time for him to try and come under. If he's smart, he'll enter at the armpit, but while he does, I'm pushing here. So if he does nothing, I'm just pushing, I'm coming up into this guard. But a lot of people, when I push, he'll base with his hands. So now from there, I just move my hips back, and now as he comes back up on top, we are back into Makes sense, yeah? Let's do that again. This way. So as Carl pushes my hand to the mat, okay, I just do this, and I physically, just hang up 1 second. All we're doing is that put all the weight in your elbow, right? So it makes it hard for him to come underneath. Now if Carl does it the Henry Akins way, which is that, I just glue my elbow to the mat, back a step. So as he's pushing it down, I just glue my elbow to the mat. As he tries to come underneath it, I just do. If he keeps one leg up, I'm also in the single leg up. So the ending can happen in a few different ways. One more time. So if he pushes this and he's not interested in pinning my elbow to the mat, the Henry Akins style one, no, I just bring my elbow to the mat. And then I lift my hip to make that elbow heavy. There's his armpit. Alright, so it depends on what happens from here. Sometimes I just might have to move my hip back, and now we're in the single leg action. You can start to play the game. So that's your preliminary defense. It's not complicated. You make your elbow heavy, and then he can't get underneath it.